Hello, beautiful and beloved ones. This is Lorelei from the Tightrope to 5D Music Reactions. And if you wonder about that strange title, stick around to the end. I'm going to give you a special message about this never before seen shift of the entire population of the planet from third dimensional consciousness to fifth dimensional consciousness. So that's coming. But for now, we're going to start off with Nightwish, the Poet and the Pendulum. Let's see what they got in store for us today. Here we go. You know, their special effects are always so amazing. Look at this. This is unbelievable. I just don't know even how they do this. I mean, I used to be in theater, but we never had anything like this, I'm telling you. Beautiful. Listen to the angelic sort of quality to her voice. I haven't heard her sing like this. Wow, let's go back a little bit and hear that again. What showmen they are, huh? I mean, you go from that light thing and then this like rock. Oh my gosh. I'll try not to keep going back every second. I could easily go back here, but here we go. See the swinging pendulums in the back there? That is so cool. Okay, put it in the notes if you know what this is about, because I have heard this title, The Poet and the Pendulum. I think perhaps it's a movie or something. I've never seen it. So tell me more about this, what this thing is about. Put that in the notes. And by the way, like, my video, like theirs later. They're doing a great job. And subscribe. Here we go. That must be her signature, this hair winging thing.
My home was there and there, those meadows of earth, adventure-filled days, one with every smiling face. These no more words, thoughts from a severed head. No more praise, tell me once my heart goes right. Take me home, get away, run away, fly away, leave me straight to dreamers. Hide away, I can't cry 'cause the shoulder cries more. I gotta die, I don't hold for the cold world. Call me green, the other two faces, one for the world, one for God save me. I gotta cry 'cause the shoulder cries more. I gotta die, I don't hold for the cold world, one for the cold world, one for the cold world.
Okay, so it seems to be talking about the dichotomy between the cold world and her better half, I guess, for lack of a better word. Interesting. Tell me more. I'll say this too. Whoever does their special effects is just as poignant, is just as like important to this band. Wow, this is unreal. Whoever comes up with all of that and then does it all, they're just as important to the band as the singers and the musicians. Unreal. Guessing it's about the death of this person, the poet perhaps, or whatever. Somebody please let me know more about this.
I'm afraid, so afraid, being raped again and again and again. I know I will die alone, but loved. You live long enough to hear the sound of guns, long enough to find yourself screaming every night, long enough to see your friends betray you. For years, I've been strapped onto this altar. Now I only have 3 minutes and counting. I just wish the tide would catch me first and give me a death I always longed for.
guy's just playing that keyboard like a crazy man, isn't he? Let's go back a little. He's just, wow, you know, his hands are moving so fast. Same with the guitarist, by the way. We rejoice as the crows feast on the rotting poet. Yikes.
Everyone must bury their own. The pain, the berry, the heart of stone. Now he's in hell, searching wealth. Save him out, darling, place farewell. Morning dawned upon his altar. The means of the dark passion play. Performed by his friends without shame. Spinning on his grave as they came. Get away, run away, fly away, lead me astray. To dreamers, hide away. I can't cry, cause the shoulder cries for a ride. Can I die? I am hard for the gold girl. Forgive me, I have but two faces. One for the world, and one for God. Save me. I can't cry, cause the shoulder cries for a ride. Can I die? I am hard for the cold world. Hard for the cold world. Hard for the cold world.
Today, in the year of our Lord 2005, two of us was called from the cares of the world. He stopped crying at the end of each beautiful day. The music he wrote had too long been without silence. He was found naked and dead, with a smile on his face, a pen, and 1,000 pages of erased text.
Whoa. Holy cow. Oh my. There's more. Sorry. This is like an epic poem. It's 13 minutes and almost 14 minutes all told. I didn't realize it wasn't done. Here we go. Keep going. have to get at least a cursory understanding of this thing. Hang on one second. Okay, so I see the song. I see that the song is about this particular artist that they're talking about. I'd like to know more about who he is, but his journey of despair and all of this stuff. And so final death, I guess, is my understanding. So here we go.
Try to save them all. Need no more. You have such oceans within. In the end, I will always love you. The beginning.
Wow. Whew. Holy moly. Holy cow. What does one even say to that? How does one even respond to that? Holy cow. It's such a journey. It's such an epic journey that they just took us through. Isn't it? Oh my goodness. From the sort of angelic sounds at the beginning, to the emotional turmoil, the questioning, the soul searching, to seems like death, and then to the mother and the father, I guess, or either that or the angels are singing of that he is always loved. Oh my goodness, I'm kind of getting that as the framework for this, but you can comment and tell me what it actually, if I'm missing something or if I got it wrong in some way, please, by all means. But holy cow, and how extraordinary, like all the different emotions were in there, weren't they? All the human emotions, the love, the pain, the sadness, the fear, the anger, the love of the undying love. I mean, just like they were all in there. I mean, mostly all. You didn't have like a lot of joy, right? Or something like that. Joy, bliss, all that wasn't quite in there, but a lot of the human emotions were in there. And it really is like just such a poignant tale of the human experience, isn't it? And I do know that a lot of times artists are the ones that suffer the most and get into the addictions and everything else like that, because the creative personality is such an empath. It feels the experiences, feels the sorrows, how almost can't help but feel it within oneself, all the pain, the sorrow, the sadness, etc., is that sort of personality of the artist. So I think for the artist, the most important thing is like the self-care and being able to kind of get your own self-love and your own self-care on track to be able to manage all that empathy that one has, which is extraordinary, astonishing. And they did an astonishing, extraordinary job here. One can't even say anything else. It's hard to score it. I'm not even, I have my scale where 1 is very third dimensional, fear, pain, sorrow, anger, etc. 10 is very fifth dimensional, love, joy, peace, bliss, and all that. I don't even want to score this one because it's such a interwoven tale. It's certainly not raising you up, 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 up high to the heights. But on the other hand, there's an important nature to this, to bring forth the tale of the human experience, you know? So I'm not to worry about the scale for today, but it's just this was very powerful, very poignant, unbelievable, really, in many ways. So, wow. This band continues to amaze me, astonish me, actually. They're able to, they're just, everything about them is extraordinary. About the voices, about the way they play their musical instruments, about the way they present it, about the power of what they present, and just never presenting anything dull. Don't expect anything boring or dull from these guys. It's always going to be a spectacle. Really, a spectacle. And this is a true epic spectacle. So, all right, that's all I'm going to say about that for now. By the way, if you'd like to know about me, go to the About Me video here on YouTube. And that's in the informational videos, the playlist, and that'll lead you to a longer video about my forged in the fire journey of third dimension this go around in this life. And also, you can go to the description on YouTube and drop down to About Lorelei on Patreon, and that'll tell you some of the things I've created. So my message, I'm going to keep it a little short today because that was a long video. It sure was, wasn't it? So what is the best way to get on the path to 5D? Well, I'll tell you one hint right now is exactly what you're doing. You're watching these messages about 5D. If you're sticking around and you're watching these messages about 5D, you're starting to get on the path. And my sense is, some of you may already be on the path. You already may know about this, right? But those of you who don't, if you want to know how to get on the path, keep watching. Keep watching my messages and the messages of others. Look on YouTube for messages about this, channeled messages about this. Get as much information as you can about this fifth dimensional shift. And don't let anybody get in the way of that. And there's, by the way, a great group that can help you with that, which is called Ancient Awakenings. I have that on my in the Patreon About Lorelei page at the bottom. There's some resources there, but I'm going to also go ahead and put that link in this video. Hopefully I remember because that is powerful. So that's another thing to do. Get involved with groups who know that this is happening, and get involved with them and start to, interact with them so you can learn more and more and more. It's really this learning, and there's so many things just to do to be on the path, that being in a group in some kind of a way, like you're participating maybe weekly or a couple of weeks or whatever, that Ancient Awakenings group has calls weekly that you can join from all around the entire world. Or you can just go ahead and read their channelings online at their website. So that's so very, very important. And really, I would say, if you want to qualify how much time to put into this fifth dimensional shift and how much into the craziness of politics, right? You kind of want to be informed, but I would put 80% of my time not into just researching, but into being in that fifth dimensional kind of feeling state. I would put 80% of my time over here in 5D, and 20% of my time find out what's going on in the rest of the world. That's kind of what I do, making these videos and just all the things you do to get. That's the other thing. What do you do just to raise yourself up in frequency? This is what it's all about, friends, is what frequency you are. So what we need to understand is that the very cells of our body operate at different frequencies, different parts of our body, different frequencies, right? But the more we can sort of uplift ourselves, because we've fallen way out of whack, right? Number one, okay? Because of all the stress and duress of third dimension. But also we're going to higher and higher and higher frequencies for the body as a whole, as also for each and every individual part, which is activating our DNA, our dormant DNA, so that we can become those fifth dimensional kind of magical beings, if you will. Now, it's not really truly magical. It's just our native state as the higher dimensional beings we once came from, right? But to us, it seems magical. So whatever we can do to put ourselves in a higher frequency. Now, what does that mean? What do you mean? What is this talking about? Really, it's to feel good. That's what it means to be in a higher frequency, to feel more joy, to feel more love, to feel more peace, to feel more serenity, to feel more brotherhood, to feel more unity, feel more oneness, feel more bliss, feel more ecstasy. You know, we all know what feel good means, right? Don't we already know that? We know what that means. We know that feel good thing is a lot better than that rage or that sadness or that anger or that fear, right? No, that's yuck. It doesn't feel good. If it feels good, if you're feeling good, you're going higher and higher and higher and higher. And I'll direct you to another video that I talked about in how to raise your vibration. Go ahead and look at my different videos and look at the messages in each one of them. So 3 very, very important things. Let's go to 4, though. Last thing is to do those things, right? Do those things that really lift you up, okay? So number 1, do more research. Find out about this 5D thing. Find out what's going on, right? Number 2, get involved in groups and so forth and whatever. Get involved in whoever's doing this and on board with this. Number 3, consider what raises up your frequency and vibration. Know about what makes you feel good in those different higher dimensional places, right? That you can do on your own. You don't need another person to do it. Some people want to run out and, make love, and that's great if the other person is on board. But you should be able to do whatever you need to do by yourself without any help from anybody else, right? But because sometimes the other person's not on board and then you're stuck, right? So do what you do, like that you can do to make yourself feel great. I'm sorry. Find out what it is, think what it is, consider what it is, and then do it. Do those things on a regular basis as much as you can, as much as possible. Spend 80% of your time thinking about and doing this stuff of 5th dimension and 20% with the other craziness, 3rd dimensional stuff of life. Now, obviously, you have to do things like making your food and getting your children dressed and getting them off to school and helping my mother, but do those things that are sort of 3rd dimensional chores with as much 5th dimensional joy and happiness. Put on the music, whatever you do, make it, create it, shift it to be a happier experience and the happiest experience possible. Okay, beloved one, that's all I'm saying for today, because this was quite an epic song, and we don't want to go too long here. But so I'm sending you that beautiful 5th dimensional energy, the love, the peace, the bliss, the joy, the harmony, the oneness, the unity, the ability to get on this train and keep riding it. Here it comes. Namaste. I honor the God in you.